Welcome to Charter Channel 180. I'm Norman Plumley alongside Chris Blevins tonight, and welcome into your high school sports Sevier County Game of the Week. Tonight we are at Gatlinburg-Pittman High School, where the Highlanders are entertaining Pigeon Forge. The Tigers come to town and look to notch win number 2 on this 2018 campaign. Chris, should be a good matchup tonight, a high-powered offense for Gatlinburg-Pittman, and as we said, Pigeon Forge looking to get back in the winning ways with only one win so far this year.
Totally agree with you on that. I mean, Gatlinburg-Pittman's got that high-powered offense. I look for a big spread the field out, make sure they're throwing it over the top. I think Pigeon Forge is really going to have to make sure on defense they're looking for the deep ball in every single play. On the flip side of that, defense on the Pigeon Forge side, I think it's got a good shot at here to come out here and prove something tonight. Being 1-4 in a big game like this and playing on the road, it's going to do momentum for the season this year. So I think Pigeon Forge and GP got a lot to prove tonight.
That's a good point. Gatlinburg-Pittman comes into the game 4-1. Like we said, Pigeon Forge 1-4, and Gatlinburg-Pittman has really thrown it around the field a lot this year. J.D. Schultz, the quarterback, having a phenomenal 2018 campaign so far. Lots of receivers that we'll talk about, and some running backs in the backfield as well. For Pigeon Forge, not as experienced this year as GP coming into this campaign. So, like Chris said, if they can come out and really have a good couple of defensive stands early, could mean the difference in this game tonight. Right now, we're going to throw it down to Chris Reddick. He's in the stands, and we're going to give away some Krispy Kreme donuts. Chris?
Thanks, Norman. As you can see, I've got a hungry crowd. Is this crowd hungry? Oh boy, but you know what we got to do just before we start the game, we got Gatlinburg-Pittman taking on Pigeon Forge. I believe we're on the Pigeon Forge side, and I'm going to see if they going to win some donuts. So what I'm going to first ask to do, I'm going to ask this young lady here. We're going to put hats on. And can you open this up and put it on my head? Okay, there we go. We got to have our hats on first. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to give you and your friends some of these delicious Krispy Kreme football donuts. But what we like to do, the game is designed to start on offense with a sound count. And the count's going to be on hut 2. So what I'm going to ask you to do is grab one of these delicious donuts, but you can't eat it yet until I say hut 2. Okay. Then you're going to try it and tell me what you think. Okay. All right, let's see if she can pass. All right, here we go. Down, set. Now don't go off sides. Hut 2. Now, tell us how it was.
It was good.
That just good?
It was 10 out of 10.
All right, 10 out of 10. Okay, I believe her and her friends have won all these delicious donuts. So I'm going to hand this to you, and you take care of all of your friends. Oh, this is a fun crowd. We got a great game coming up, so stay tuned for your high school sports Sevier County Game of the Week.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Drive around in a dirty, dirty car. You gotta get it washed, Wanna show the whole world how fine you are. Go on and get it washed, time to get it washed. Take your foot off the gas and enjoy the ride. See the soap suds fly in the colorful neon light. For a clean, clean, clean like you've never ever seen. Claymores Express Shine Car
From Hammond Stadium, home to Legion Field on the campus of Gatlinburg-Pittman High School, welcome to the Mountain Thicket for your high school sports Sevier County Game of the Week. Good evening, folks. Norman Plumley alongside Chris Blevins tonight as Gatlinburg-Pittman ready to kick off tonight against the Pigeon Forge Tigers in this big Region 2 3A matchup. As we told you in the pregame, Gatlinburg-Pittman 4-1 on this season. Just the opposite for Pigeon Forge. They come into this game 1-4 here at the midway point of the 2018 season.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's going to be an awesome night for football. It feels good out here. The big bright lights are on tonight, and I think we're about to see a really good game.
Well, I mentioned before our pregame when we were kind of setting up and doing a little preliminary work that it actually felt like football season tonight.
Sure does. I mean,
crisp air, 70 degrees here at kickoff, a great evening.
Could not pick a perfect night, and I think it's going to be a great game tonight. Can't wait to get it started, and here we go.
So kicking off for Gatlinburg-Pittman, that's going to be number 86, Bryson Flynn. He's a sophomore. And he'll put the leg into it, and we are underway. Picked up at the 10, and the return is on.
Oh, good run. That was number 2, Quentin Profit on a big run back there. 15 yards. We're going to start their offense on the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Tigers as we're just underway. Welcome into tonight's Krispy Kreme Donuts Game of the Week. We'll tell you a lot more about Krispy Kreme and our fine additional sponsors as the game progresses.
And let's see what Quentin can do here, Mr. Profit here on this first possession. I think this is going to really start the game off here. He starts out in the shotgun. We'll see what happens.
Here's the fake, and he's going to keep it, and nothing there as he's drugged down at the 30 at the line of scrimmage.
Now Andrew there, I'm sorry on that one. That was Andrew at the quarterback there. He kind of ran around the edge there. I thought he did a really good job of keeping the ball that time and not handing it off.
So no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 30. Pigeon Forge head coach Adrian Watson in his 2nd year. His assistants Mitchell Breeden, Cody Fleming, Paul Harper, Bill Sharp, along with Lance Trawick, Dan Turner, Jeremy Wagner, Earl Ward, and Billy Wilson will cover the GP coaching staff in just a minute.
Looks like we had a penalty right there, about 5 yards on a hold there. That's going to push Pigeon Forge back 5 yards. Now they're going to be back. Looks like about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line here. Spreading them out right here, Norm.
Trips left, single receiver set right. Quarterback drops back. Here's a pass up to the 20 and a few more yards after the catch and throw.
Great catch by Profit there. Got back to the normal line of scrimmage there. What a great play.
11:15 to go first quarter. That's going to move it up to the 27-yard line.
I think they need to do more of that right there, keeping them spread out and making them play honest defense there. And I think that's what's going to help Pigeon Forge tonight. Here comes Profit back into the game after that big catch.
So plus 8 yards on the pass makes it 2nd and 13 from the 26. High set, Viamati's going to roll back. He's going to run out here left. Passes up for grabs and complete.
Profit again on a big catch. I think that must be his number 1 receiver. I'm not sure how long that pass was. I think that was probably a good 10, 15-yard gain there.
We'll pick it up in a second when they spot it. It was at the 26. Going to move it up to the 34, so an 8-yard completion that time.
It looked more than that. He threw that way up in the air on that scramble there. He had nowhere to go and threw it up for grabs, and his main man Profit there to catch it.
3rd and 6 from the 34, 10 minutes to go first quarter.
They're looking to throw.
Yep, they're going to sling it out here on the right side, incomplete.
It was intended for Rees there, David Rees. Just a little outside there, but I think they got the right thing going here. Unfortunately, right there, I think it just came up a little bit short, but I think they got the right thing and the right game plan against Gatlinburg here, which is to spread them out and throw it. So, pretty good start, even though they didn't get the first down there.
So 5 plays not counting the penalty, which obviously a penalty is not a play, but 5 plays and Pigeon Forge going to punt. Not a very good one that will go into GP territory and go out of bounds about the 46-yard line.
Well, I mean, he is a good passer. He wasn't too good on the punting there, but he'll get better there on that for Mr. Andrew there. But that was a good first series there, I thought.
Some good pass plays there for Pigeon Forge, but they come up with nothing, punted away, and we'll see GP for the first time on offense tonight with 9:48 to go here, first quarter. Schultz, your quarterback. He's going to line up in the gun this first play, and he'll line up in the gun a lot tonight as he's got 2 receivers left and right, single back.
A running play on the first one. I think that surprised everybody right there on the running play there.
Agee on the carry, tackled by Monday and Holker.
Agee's still a good running back. He looks like a big guy. I think that they definitely need to use him a little more to keep everybody honest, but they're still going to throw it around the field there.
We'll give him 2 yards, so brings up 2nd and 8 from the 47. Schultz in the gun. Again, they'll keep it on the ground. Nothing there, Butch.
Oh, man, surprising there they ran again. I think they must be thinking about keeping them honest again like we just talked about, but big loss there, a couple-yard loss.
So -2 back to the 45, brings up 3rd and 10. Good defensive stand so far on this first series for Pigeon Forge.
I bet you we see a passing play here.
Got twins right. They're going to attempt to throw the slant pattern, look like, but a good defensive play that time by Pigeon Forge, knocking that one away, and GP's going to have to punt it away.
And we talked about that in the pregame. If Pigeon Forge could keep GP's offense off the field, I think that's going to play a big part of tonight. So a good start on offense for Pigeon Forge and a good start on defense.
.8:48 to go as Gatlinburg-Pittman punts it. Nice kick that's going to bounce and take a GP roll down to the 5-yard line just inside, where with 8:35 to go first quarter, Pigeon Forge will get it back for their second series.
Oh, what a great punt there. It really pinned GP back there. I mean, Pigeon Forge, back there. GP did a really good job of getting that punt off. Wasn't even catchable, so great job on that to pin him real deep. What do you think we'll see here, Norm? What about this possession here?
Well, that first series, they look like they wanted to throw a lot, so I think we'll probably see a couple of pass plays here to give them some breathing room as they're backed up at the 5-yard line. And just the opposite.
Carter on the carry. Brought down by 10,
So McCarter takes it that time out to the 11-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain.
That's a good play by McCarter. He's a big old boy too. I think he could do some damage out there. They keep on giving him the ball as well. They got GP on their heels a little bit here.
Yep. 2nd and 4 from the 11. 7:40 to go first quarter.
Watch out.
Another running play right there, Norm.
Yep.
Trying to get up the middle. I think they're really starting to see something here, kind of grinding away here. I think that was McCarter again for another 2 yards. And that was another first down here, sponsored by Krispy Kreme Donuts.
Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. Now their new location on Highway 66 in Sevierville as well. So a gain of 6 brings up that first down from the 17. Another running play that time, and GP there to snuff that one out. Not much of a gain, if anything.
Not much of a gain there at all. Here comes their big receiver in the game, Quentin Profit back in the game, which probably means they're going to go for a pass here. I see him kind of developing a play out there, but Quentin's been a big time in here in the first couple of possessions.
We'll call that a gain of 1 up to the 18. Scoreboard says 17, but I think they marked it at about the 18. Pigeon Forge going back in the air. Here's a long ball left side, incomplete, overthrown by about 5 yards, but some good spacing that time by the receiver for Pigeon Forge. He was wide open, but the throw just a little too long.
Yeah, that was Cooper Ward out there on the outside there to the left there. He really outran him. He was a wide open play, almost like a busted play, just overthrew him.
3rd and 8 from the 19. And another big 3rd down conversion attempt upcoming early for Gatlinburg-Pittman.
I think he's got some big receivers to throw to here again, and they're definitely spreading out here again with Ward and Profit both out there on the field.
In the shotgun, 2 receivers right. Looked like an option for a second, but quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to go down. I thought he was, and there he goes, inside the 5.
What a big loss right there. I think he just held the ball a little too long. Andrew there really needed to be able to see what happened there, but let me tell you something else. If you aren't here tonight, I know we're calling this game. There's a lot of people here tonight. This is a big game for GP and Pigeon Forge, and we're excited to be here on your high school sports, but he took a big loss right there.
13-yard loss all the way back to the 5. So Pigeon Forge is going to punt it away deep in their own end zone.
This is going to be a big play here.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
3rd and 8 from the Tiger 18. Schultz, a lot of pressure. He'll dump it off. Down to the 10, to the 5, and there is our first score. Touchdown Gatlinburg-Pittman with 4:10 to go, first quarter.
That was a great play by Ethan Estabrook again. He really caught the ball off that. Almost looked like they set him up for that. Ran right up the middle and dove into the end zone for GP.
Our first TikTok tax service touchdown goes to Gatlinburg-Pittman. PAT is up, and it is good. So with 4:10 to go, first quarter, Gatlinburg-Pittman draws first blood. They lead Pigeon Forge 7-0. We're back in a moment.
Five Oaks Tires, carrying top name brands Michelin Tires and BF Goodwrench Tires. Visit 5oakstire.com. Located on 1425 Parkway, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or call 5 Oaks Tires at 865-453-3469.
Gatlinburg-Pittman goes 5 plays, 18 yards. Took him 1:17, and Schultz hit Estabrook on an 18-yard touchdown strike for our first TikTok tax service touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I tell you what, Estabrook must be a big part of their offense.
Pigeon Forge will get it back here as the clock approaches 4 minutes in the first quarter. They'll start their third series here in this first period, and they'll start on their own 25.
That last play was the first passing play of the game there, and I thought Estabrook did a really good job on catching it and headed towards the end zone as he dove in there. But they ran a lot of running plays on that first possession, or second possession, I'm sorry, and I think that might be something to watch the rest of the game.
GP does a good job of really mixing it up. Everybody knows that they can throw it, but they can run it as well. Tigers keep it on the ground here, third possession. Third series, rather. as they move it from about the 25 up to, wait for the spot here, about the 27-yard line, so a couple of yards that time.
They get the ball back up in the air here. They did on that first and second possession that Pigeon Forge had. And they're having some success with that. So I thought they'd get him back in rhythm here to stow the ball out and get it out of his hands quickly. But he's back under center again.
2nd and 8 from the 27. Little pitch to the left. And almost up to the 30. Ball on the ground, I believe. GP says they have it. What do the officials say? The officials agree. That is Gatlingburg-Pittman ball as Pigeon Forge coughs it up.
Yeah, that was Crawford again. He ran out back on the trips there, ran back to the running back position, caught the ball, had a pretty good game, just couldn't hold on.
First turnover of the game, and Gatlinburg-Pittman will have it on Pigeon Forge 27-yard line.
I think it's where GP can put a lot of pressure on them and put it in the end zone again if they don't watch out. Pigeon Forge needs to get a good stop here, hold them to at least the field goal.
And there's a lot of movement as we have our first penalty of the game. That's going to be offsides against Pigeon Forge.
Making it 1st and 5 for the Highlanders.
So 1st down and 5 as it moves it down to the 22nd on the 5-yard infraction. So from the 22, 1st down. Here's a handoff, Hammonds. He'll take it inside the 20, in the 10, flag on the play. Hammonds scores, but we'll wait and see what that was. Could have been a hold. We'll wait and see.
He was quick, man. He got outside really quick. Hammonds, that's one of his first touches. He really got outside quick. He might be coming back here. We'll see.
Yep.
Unfortunate there, he got a hold there, but I think he still knew what he was doing with the football.
So that'll back it up to the 25-yard line.
Well, it took away a touchdown there from GP, so Pigeon Forge got lucky on that one. Let's see what they can do to come back out of that after that penalty there on GP. That was a big one.
Brings up a 1st and 7 from the 25-yard line. Hand off to Hammonds again, and again he muscles his way inside, deeper inside Pigeon Forge territory, down to the 15-yard line for a gain of 10 and another Krispy Kreme donut 1st down.
Well, they ain't going to go away from what they're used to. That was a back-to-back handoff to Hammonds, almost the same play right up the middle, just didn't get a touchdown, but still got a big gain.
1st down from the 15-yard line, 2:40 to go, 1st quarter. Out of the gun, they'll keep it on the ground, and Akey that time, moving it down to about the 10 for a gain of 5.
Making it 2nd down for the Highlanders.
Akey's been handling the ball too. I mean, they were powering it in there. We have not seen a lot of passes. I think Schultz has only threw one pass for 18 yards. The rest have all been runs tonight, so they were really pushing up the middle, getting in the trenches there, trying to get Pigeon Forge on the heels. That
last run actually went for 4 yards, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 11. Here's Hammonds again, and he'll move it inside the 5 to about the 4, maybe the 3.
They're sticking with what they know. We thought about talking in the pregame about them throwing the ball, but they are sticking to the run. They're not letting up. They're lining up. They know what they're doing, and they're running it right up the middle on Pigeon Forge.
1st and 3 from the 3 after the 8-yard gain by Hammonds. It's Hammonds again, and he finds pay dirt. Hammonds, after some good blocking from Gatlinburg-Pittman, those hosses up front, he scampers 3 yards for another Highlander touchdown.
And these touchdowns are sponsored to you by TikTok Tax Services in Sevierville. And that was a big touchdown there by Hammonds on the 3-yard touchdown run. Handoff by Schultz. Big play, really put him on it after that fumble there by Pigeon Forge.
PAT up and good. 1:35 to go first quarter. It's the Highlanders over the Tigers, 14-0. We're back in a minute.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
1:35 to go first quarter. Gatlinburg-Pittman leads Pigeon Forge 14-0. That last drive by the Highlanders, 5 plays, 27 yards, took them a minute 39 until Hammonds goes in from 3 yards out for the score.
Profit's back here to catch this return here. Let's see what he can do with it. Maybe he can hold on to the ball and get a good start here for Pigeon Forge.
Fielded from the 3, or at the 3 rather, up here to the 30. He's got a blocker to the 40. To midfield. Pigeon Forge looking to get on the scoreboard with their first touchdown of the game, and they have done it. 97 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, I told you right there he had something special. I think that was a big, big play. He's been out in the game all day today, and that was a great play for Pigeon Forge. 97-yard touchdown, and that was coming to you from TikTok Tax Services for Sevierville, and well played here.
97 yards, 17 seconds, and Pigeon Forge is right back at it.
Tell you what, Prophet's supposed to be a big part of their team. That was really exciting right there. He ran right up the middle, came up broken to the outside, had some really breakaway speed right there. Big play for Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, he got past the corner of that wall at about the 45 and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, I don't think nobody can catch him on that play right there. He didn't even look back.
Here's the PAT to cut the lead in half. It's up and it's good. 1:18 to go, first quarter, 14-7. It's GP over Pigeon Forge. We're back in a moment.
Clayball's Express Shine Car Wash. You don't want to drive around in a dirty, dirty car. You gotta get it washed, gotta get it washed. Want to show the whole world how fine you are. Go on and get it washed, time to get it washed. Take your foot off the gas and enjoy the ride. See the soap suds fly in the colorful neon light. For a clean, clean, clean like you've never ever seen. Clayball's Express Shine Car Wash.
1:18 to go, first quarter, and a 97-yard kickoff return by Profit for Pigeon Forge cuts the Gatlinburg-Pittman lead in half. Here's a return from the 30, and not much there. That time it looked like a couple of Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders, a little confusion. They were fighting over the ball, and I think that affected that return as it only goes up for about 3 yards to the 33.
Yeah, what a big turnaround by Pigeon Forge there. You almost could feel the game turning. Prophet had that fumble there on the last possession for Pigeon Forge, then catches the kickoff run at 97 yards. They're right back in the game. Let's see if that changes the game plan here. If they're going to keep running the ball, they're going to start putting it in the air. That's kind of been the game plan all day, has been running the ball, but let's see if they put it in the air this time. Let's see if they let quarterback J.D. Schultz show him what he's got and throw this ball around in this possession.
So officials discussing something, a flag on the far side of the field, and
I think it's on Pigeon Forge there, looking over at the coach there.
okay, offsetting penalties, so 1st and 10 for the Highlanders from the 33.
Puts the pressure right back on GP here to see what they can do after that big sum. A big score there by Prophet and Pigeon Forge. Let's see what they got here on this next possession. What an electrifying play. What do you think about that electrifying play there on that last kickoff? What did you feel on that one?
I tell you what, that was pretty. You don't see too many of those at the high school level, but to see a young man, to see the play executed perfectly, the wall built, and he hit the gap and turned on the jets was pretty fun. Hey, Pigeon Forge alive on defense as they snuff out the run play by GP that time for no gain.
I think that was Akey again on the run there. Didn't get nowhere.
So 2nd and 10 from the 33.
I think this has got Pigeon Forge defense fired up a little bit. Let's see if they can get a big stop here on 2nd and 10.
Schultz out of the gun. They'll stay on the ground, and there's a hit for a loss back at the 29, maybe the 30.
That was Hassan Sultan on the tackle there for a loss of 2.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10, back at about the 29 and a half.
I think that changed to 3rd and 15. He might have lost it even more yards there. I think it was 5 yards.
So that's going to do it. We played 1 quarter here at the Mountain Thicket, and after 1 period, Gatlinburg-Pittman leads Pigeon Forge 14-7. We're back with the 2nd stanza in a moment.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.
GP from the 30, 3rd down and 15 as we start the 2nd quarter. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Will bring up a punting situation for the Highlanders.
That was intended for Lopez there across the middle. He threw a good ball, Schultz did, but it was just a little bit high and he couldn't go up and get it, but it was coming across the middle. Hey, but a big play by Pigeon Forge. I mean, that right there is what happens when you run a kickoff back. You have big fire in your gut there after a big run back on defense, and man, what a stop there.
So 4th and 15 from the 29.
I think Highlanders back here to catch it again. Maybe he's got some legs on him again.
Yep.
They punted it to him.
Wobbly kick, hung in the air for a while, but not tremendous amount of distance. And Pigeon Forge with no return. There's a flag on the play back in the area of the kick, so I don't know. We'll wait and see. I don't know if that's. Yep, that's a roughing the kicker, so that's an automatic 1st down.
Man, what a bad break there for Pigeon Forge. Man, you can't have those penalties like that, but they do happen. But man, a big bad time to have that happen.
That's going to move it all the way up to the 45-yard line and will result in a Krispy Kreme donut 1st down for the Highlanders.
Well, that gives them new life there on GP. I mean, they got a big break there, going 3 and out there and having to punt the football, and now they got the ball right back. Let's see what they do here on some new set of downs.
1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, the handoff, they stay on the ground, down to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and another Highlander touchdown comes with 11:35 to go, 2nd quarter.
Man, Bryce Akey took off there right up the middle. Not sure about
and another flag. This one may come back.
Man, Bryce Akey, oh, it does. That's back-to-back bang plays, 2 big penalties on both teams. Bryce Akey broke it out on the outside with put his burners on for a touchdown, but it's coming back. Big penalty there on both teams there.
So they're going to step it off. And that'll bring it back. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47.
Well, that's what happened.
Well, I'm sorry. No, they've not stepped it off yet, I don't think. Well, I guess they have. So first and 10 from the 47-yard line as the penalty erases the touchdown.
Big play right there for Pigeon Forge.
Here's Hammonds on the ground. He's going to be snuffed back for a loss of 2, back to the 45.
That was Garrett Pippin on the tackle there. Came right out of the backfield from his linebacker or tight end or linebacker position, and got a big loss there on the Highlanders. Gatlinburg-Pittman picking up the pace here a little bit of hurry up.
2nd and 11, close to 12. Hammonds with it, and there's Pigeon Forge meeting him at the line of scrimmage for another good defensive play. Pippin again on the tackle, brings up 3rd and 10. No gain on the play.
They're still running the ball on Gatlinburg-Pittman's side there. They still haven't aired it out a ton, so be looking for that air play here. Maybe a little play action or a drop back. We'll see what happens on this 3rd and 10 here. It's a big play.
10:25 to go, first half. Highlanders lead the Tigers of Pigeon Forge 14-7. Schultz flips it over at the line of scrimmage. He's met there by a couple of Tiger defenders, and that'll bring up a punting situation for the Highlanders.
Schultz put Stennett in a really bad spot there. Stennett caught that ball, nowhere to go. Hit immediately by the Tigers and get him off the field. It's going to be another punt here for GP.
Under 10 to go, and GP will punt it away. And I tell you, you saw the momentum shift on the touchdown run on the kickoff, and you've seen it build since then.
That's right. And hopefully I have no penalties right here, giving them a chance to get the ball back, but I hope they don't wreck the kicker here.
Here's a punt that'll go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So with 9:36 to go, that's where Pigeon Forge will put it in play, backed up deep in their own territory.
I don't think the punter for GP wanted to kick it over there to Mr. Profit there after his big run back on the kickoff. They didn't want to punt it to him. They think they're right out of bounds.
(14-7), Highlanders over the Tigers right now. As you're watching the Krispy Kreme Donut, your high school sports Sevier County Game of the Week here on Charter Channel 180.
And it's always, we have our buddies barbecue here from Sevierville on 705 Winfield Dunn Parkway, across from the Lowe's. They always have great service. Make sure you go by there, get you some of that great barbecue at Buddy's Barbecue. One of tonight's sponsors tonight, and man, I tell you, it was some good barbecue for the game. We appreciate that. Make sure you go see them down in Sevierville.
Yep, I've been fasting all day waiting because I knew I would be fed well tonight.
Oh, definitely was good for sure. We also want to thank Five Oaks Tire Service on the Parkway in Sevierville. Also, make sure you call them today for all your auto needs. 865-453-3469. Five Oaks Tire Service there in Sevierville.
So, 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Tigers. Looking to continue to build on this momentum. Here's a little shovel pass in the backfield, and that's going to result in not much of anything as the Tiger runner was met by a host of Highlanders.
That was C.J. Dreyer on the out there running the ball. We've not seen him tonight, but he got out there.
Call me Mark. We get it all the time. Thanks, Mark. John.
Maybe a gain of 1. We'll call it 1, so 2nd and 9 from the 16. Just under 9 to go first half. Pigeon Forge looking to go up into the air, and they do. Pass complete at the 35, and there on the far side, number 6, Cooper Ward.
And that was
the reception, and another Krispy Kreme donut first down at the 37-yard line. That good for 21 yards.
What a pass there, and what a catch. Mr. Andrew there really threw a good ball there for a 21-yard gain, and Ward did a great job of stealing the ball in and catching that ball.
First and 10 from the 37. Here's a pass left side, and that's a good play right there by Gatlinburg-Pittman's number 15. And that's Bryce Akey there from the defensive back position as he snuffed that pass there behind the line of scrimmage, snuffed it out, and that's going to be a loss back to the 39.
I'm glad he caught that ball because he threw it back there. I think it might have been behind the line of scrimmage, so good thing he caught the ball and secured it, or that could have been a fumble. So he did a really good job at least securing the ball, but he still lost a few yards there.
I said 39, actually back to the 34, so that's going to be a loss of 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 13, and whistle stops play, and looks like a timeout. So with the timeout on the field, we'll take one with them. 7:56 to go first half. Highlanders lead the Tigers 14-7. We're back in a moment. Coach Watson not too happy with that call. So they'll back it up and reset, and a couple of Highlanders back awaiting the punt.
Here's Biamonte on the punt again, see if he can get one up in the air.
Low kick, takes a bounce, picked up at the 40, fumbled, and that's going to be Pigeon Forge ball. A fumble on the attempted punt return, catch and return. So Pigeon Forge retains possession in Gatlinburg-Pittman territory, 7:30 to go.
Jaden Schobert for the Highlanders caught the feel of the ball, then dropped it right back on the ground, and a swarm of Tigers jumped on the ball, regained the possession for Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge will have it 1st and 10 from the GP 44-yard line.
Let's see what they can do with it here. They line up in the I formation here. Let's see if Biamonte will hand it off or do a little play action here. Here comes the play action.
Good call. Pass deep left side, and that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 4, Hayden Profit. The senior picks it off, and back-to-back turnovers.
Those are just balls that you got to win. Ward was up there by himself again. He threw a big ball, but you got to meet the ball at the top of its arch there. And man, what a big interception by Gatlinburg-Pittman there. But good thrown ball there by Biamonte. I thought that was a great ball. Just need a little help from his receiver there.
The only bad part about that for GP, they're starting deep in their own territory at their own 5.
Which is good for Pigeon Forge. They got a really good defensive possession the last time. I think they could probably hold them here if they stick with it. We'll see what happens here. They're going after them. Big hit.
That's going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3 yards.
Akey had nowhere to run on that. He took a big shot. He's getting up a little bit slow, but those Tigers are really getting after the football there on that first possession.
Moves it back to the 2, so a loss of 3.
Back to that interception real quick. When they lined up there, you can almost tell they haven't lined up in the eye all night. It was an instant play action. He threw the ball right up. Let's see if they go back to that. They can get a stop here. Go back to that play.
Right now, a timeout. Gatlinburg-Pittman wants to talk about it. We'll take a break with them. 6:47 to go first half. It's 14-7, Gatlinburg-Pittman over Pigeon Forge.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
And we're back here, and that was brought to you by Claybo's Express Car Wash across from Claybo's Campground, 410 Wares Valley Road. Check for weekly discounts, and here we go again.
GP keeps it on the ground, 2nd and 12. Not much on that running play. They'll move it up, well, we'll say 2 yards to the 4.
Howard on the carry. 3rd down, Gatlingburg-Pittman.
Howard with 2 yards.
They're still stuck back there deep there on the 4-yard line. This is going to be a big 3rd down. I'm not sure if they'll even try a pass here. Maybe just try to get it up the middle, see what they can get here.
3rd and 11. Pass play right side. Here's a pass almost intercepted. It was deflected at the line, and nobody from Pigeon Forge could get there in time, so it'll bring up a punting situation for Gatlingburg-Pittman.
That was a dangerous play by Schultz, but that was a play call. They must trust their quarterback. He got a tip ball there, but that's a dangerous play back in their end zone right there. But it's still going to bring up a punt there on the incomplete pass off the tip. I'm sure we got Profit back here, and we also got in the backfield Blake McCarter here in the backfield here.
Punt away, takes a bounce at the 38, picked up at the 44. Far side for Pigeon Forge is going to be Profit.
There comes another flag there, Norm. I think it's going to be possibly a hold or a block in the back. I couldn't see on the other side there on Pigeon Forge.
So they'll spot it. Spotted at the 36-yard line. That's where Profit went out of bounds. And they'll move it back 10 yards to the 46.
Pigeon Forge has the ball back here. I mean, even though they got the interception, they did get pinned GP deep, and they did a great job on defense to protect where that ball is at. So he'll see here on this first and 10 here what Belmonte and Profit and Ward, what they can do here.
1st and 10 from the 46. GP with a 7-point lead here as the second quarter winds down. Pigeon Forge with it on the ground down to the 40. That's going to be Diamante.
Man, he really put it up the middle there. I don't know how many yards he got. It looks like about
6, I think.
6-yard run by Belmonte. He really ran it up the middle. Took a big shot there. Let's see how he comes back after taking that big hit there. But I think that was a big play as well.
Second and 5 from the 40 for the Tigers.
We got Profit all the way out here, maybe a one-on-one out here. See if they go for him. Nope, looking for Ward again.
Yep, pass incomplete. Ward was there, just a little bit overthrown that time, brings up 3rd and 4.
That would have been a great catch. He was looking over his shoulder, the ball just wasn't there, but he really tried for it, but they were looking for Ward on that play. Maybe they go back to Profit on this next one, but Ward's been the main guy.
Coming up at halftime, we'll run down some statistics for you and some scoring recap. As we've got a barn burner here in Gatlinburg-Pittman. Here's Bialotti as he takes it down to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 4. Or I'm sorry, they're going to measure. It was 3rd and 4. That play before. And while they do that, a special shout out to another sponsor here on the program, Claybo's Express Car Wash. Across from Claybo's Campground, 410 Wares Valley Road. Check for weekly discounts there at Claybo's Express Car Wash.
Any of your electrical needs, make sure you check out Sevier County Electrical Systems. They'll be there for you when you have an electrical problem.
I need to make sure I get a picture of the broadcast booth, so to speak, tonight. This is a first for yours truly.
That's right.
So
fans out here tonight. I mean, it's standing room only. If you haven't been here to see Gatlingburg-Pittman play, it is standing room only on a big game tonight. We are having a little bit of a hard time seeing, but we are definitely involved with the crowd tonight. And man, what a great atmosphere for some high school football.
Yep, all over the country tonight. This environment, this setting is duplicated lots of places.
They were going for a 4th and 1. I knew. There he goes. Monte right up the middle there for a 2-yard gain and a Krispy Kreme first down.
Yep, they keep it on the ground, get the first down and just a little bit more.
That is 3 straight plays for Monte. He has ran it on 3 straight plays. Took a big hit on the first one, and then he's got 2 gains and also a first down there on 4th down.
4-yard gain takes it down to the 42 or the 32 rather. And it's
Ford's trying to punch it in here. I think they've got some momentum. I think they have kind of got the jitters off here, and they're working the clock plus working down the field.
First and 10 as we near the 4-minute mark.
To the fullback.
Yep. Out to the right side of the 30, gets a block, 25, down to the 20, near the 15-yard line. That's going to be another Krispy Kreme Donuts first down for Pigeon Forge.
I couldn't tell what number that was, but they got him there a little bit on that fullback. They turned right around there, and Monte handed it off to the fullback. He got to the outside, got one good stiff arm, and ran it right up the sideline and then out of bounds.
16-yard gain for Pigeon Forge, brings up first and 10 from the 16.
And that was number 34, Jacob McCarter on the run there. Good hard-nosed run.
Here's McCarter again, and this time Gatlinburg-Pittman's there to meet him at the line of scrimmage for nothing.
Carter on the carry. Tackle by Roland.
Rolling in on the tackle that time for the Highlanders.
You can feel the momentum on Pigeon Forge's side. It's with them right now. Gatlinburg-Pittman is on their heels a little bit. I see them all got their hands in their hips a little bit. Let's see if they can hold it together, maybe try to force a field goal, or if Pigeon Forge can punch it in here and get this game tied up here before halftime with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second quarter here at Gatlinburg-Pittman.
2nd and 9 for the 15, a gain of 1. Belmonte in the gun. He'll keep it himself inside the 15, down to the 14, maybe the 13.
There's another run there by Belmonte here.
3rd down for the Tigers.
Big 3rd down play right here.
They're still spotting the ball, but I almost guarantee if it's less than, it's going to be 3rd and 6 here. He got about 4 yards on that play.
They're going to mark it at the 12. So like Chris said, 3rd and 6. Belmonte's going to keep it himself. And he's not going to get enough for the first down, barely getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they ran Belmonte again. I mean, that is almost 5 straight runs there. He got outside, but he could not beat a lot of those Highlander defenders there that all ganged up on him there.
Bringing up 4th down for the Tigers.
So 4th down for Pigeon Forge. Really wanted to get in the end zone, obviously, to tie it up possibly. But
I think he might have lost a yard there.
Yep. Back to the 13, so that'll bring up 4th and 7.
I think they're going for it.
I think so. The young man that kicks for him, not the strongest leg, not to take anything away from him, but to be honest, not the strongest leg. That's a pretty good boot for him.
GP is going to take a timeout here, make Pigeon Forge think about it here. Maybe hope to even get a defensive play set up, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down, but they're going to make Pigeon Forge think about that.
We'll take a quick break, 14-7, 1:54 to go, first half. We're back in a moment.
Claybo's Campground and Cabins and Claybo's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Claybo's Campground is spacious, with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Claybo's Market offers Exxon gas, a full grocery line, and camping supplies. Their delicious deli provides fantastic food and daily specials. Visit Claybo's Market and make reservations at Claybo's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge.
1:54 to go, first half, 14-7. As Pigeon Forge going for it on a 4th and 7. Here's by Amane. He throws, passes intercepted at the 5, returned up to the 10.
That was picked off by Briar Howard there. Looks like he got it there and brought it out to about the 15-yard line. But I think, he had nowhere, Monte had nowhere to go with the ball and threw it up for grabs. Probably should have threw that away or run it up the middle, but he really had nowhere to go with it. But a great play there. Good interception there for GP.
So 1:46 to go. The Highlanders will have it 1st and 10 from their own 9.
Got him pinned down here again, so if Pigeon Forge can hold him, give it to Akey.
Yep. He gets it, or no, that's going to be a loss from the 9 back to the 5.
They've got Akey's number dialed in on these past few possessions here. They are not letting him out there. Akey had a big run there on his 3rd carry, 15 yards, but since then he went for 2, 4, and then has gone to -6 yards on his last 2 carries there.
Here's a handoff. This is going to be Hammonds. Hammonds out on the right side up near the 20-yard line.
Hammond on the carry.
It's going to be, it's going to be close, if not enough.
Close.
They'll mark it at the 12, we'll call it the 13. So good for 8 yards.
3rd and 2 here.
Schultz in the gun, gives it to Hammonds. Hammonds has enough for a 1st down and a little more Krispy Kreme donut 1st down. Hammonds carry good for 13 yards to the 26, 20 seconds to go, 1st half.
Still haven't seen J.D. Schultz throw the ball much tonight. Let's see what they do here.
Schultz is going to go deep right side. And that pass is intercepted by Pigeon Forge. There's some blockers over there, but return man, it goes out of bounds at the 35, but there's a flag on the play. Might be a block in the back.
Well, that was Profit again on the interception. He is all over the field on offense, defense, kickoffs, punts. He intercepted that ball. Let's see if it'll stand.
So no time on the clock following the interception and the penalty.
Your furniture destination, Carl Hatcher Furniture Store. Make sure you go by downtown Sevier. See Carl Hatcher Furniture Store for all your furniture needs.
Well, that's going to do it. We have played 2 periods, 2 exciting periods from the Mountain Thicket, and Gatlinburg-Pittman leads Pigeon Forge 14-7. We'll take a break for our sponsors. Back with a halftime report in just a moment.
It's the day, it's finally arrived. It's your wedding day. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day.
Ah, your wedding day, that one special day in your life you'll never forget. So let Venture Productions capture all those special moments at your wedding for you to treasure a lifetime. Our approach to videography is one of creativity and excellence. Call Venture Productions for your video services.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At Sevier County Electric System, we know that when the power goes out, it's important to you to have power restored as quickly as possible. That's why we've introduced the Power Action Line. As soon as you call the Power Action Line from a phone associated with your electric service, we know immediately that your power is out. The Power Action Line lets us answer up to 1,200 calls per hour, so we can make sure and identify all outages, even after major storms. We track those outages through our integrated mapping system, which provides our operations center a better understanding of where the affected areas are located and predicts probable starting points that helps our crews begin looking for the problem. Our whole goal is to get your power back on as soon as possible. We'll even call you back to make sure your service has been restored. At Sevier County Electric System, we want to take care of our customers, and that's what we do every day. Sevier County Electric System. We are the power behind our community. Just call 865-774-6300.